Hey everybody, it's Andrew coming to you with a new video. It is Wednesday, May 2nd, May 20th, May 2nd, May 20th. My gosh, this month is almost over. I cannot believe another month has almost come and gone. I am just checking my teeth. I just had my oatmeal. I'm getting ready for the gym. Just want to make sure I don't have any oatmeal in my teeth. And I was about ready to head out the door when I saw a friend post on Facebook something that I wanted to share with you. And she is also, she also does this work. She's a psychic medium. And she just talked about how, she had set an intention this year to really step out and be seen and be visible and be honest about who she is and to really own the truth of who she is as a psychic medium and someone doing this work. And how that when we open ourselves up to the truth of who we are and choose to stand tall in it and really assert ourselves in our own power, and just stand up and be seen and counted and say, hey, this is me, this is what I do, this is the truth of what, of what I know myself to be. You're really opening yourself up in a lot of ways to people who will disagree, who will judge, who will condemn, who will disbelieve, who, completely don't understand what it is that you are doing and why you're doing it and how you're doing it, especially if you are coming from a place of doing any sort of spiritual work or intuitive work, working with the non-physical and the unseen. That makes a lot of people uncomfortable. And for a million reasons. I mean, I could go on all day long. I could do a series of 100 videos about the different reasons why when someone is standing up in the truth of who they are, when someone is letting the light of truth as they know it to be shine from within themselves, really coming from a place of empowerment and coming from a place of acceptance and loving themselves, that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. So I'm not going to go into the millions of reasons why someone might react strongly to it, but it is only to say that we are all at different places in our evolution. We all have the light of truth within us. We are all divine creatures. We are all God. Newsflash, there is no difference. There is no separation. The body is the illusion. The separation is the illusion. The fact that we are sort of these individuated aspects of source and that we are somehow separate or different is the illusion. The truth is we all come from the same source. We all return to the same source, and we are all made from the same source. But we are all at different points of that understanding and different points of the acceptance of that truth. And no one is right or wrong, better or worse, bad or good. It's just that we are all at different places in our evolution and in our path. Some of us have done a lot more of the spiritual work to excavate, to get rid of our shit, to uncover our light and to let it shine. And some people are just now waking up to the truth. They have this idea or this sense that something quite isn't right anymore and they don't know what it is. And then some people are completely in the dark. It's like when you turn on the light and someone's asleep in a really, really dark room and you come in and you turn on the light and pull open the blinds and wake up, sleepyhead. They are never going to respond positively. 99% of the time, it's going to be a lot of four-letter words, a lot of flipping the bird, throwing pillows, cursing them out, and just wishing that they would leave so that you can put the pillow back over your head and go back to sleep. And so when you step into the truth of who you are, especially from a spiritual perspective, this message is for you, and I intuitively know that there are a lot of people who are just beginning this conscious journey and who are feeling really kind of lost and really alone and really unsure as to what to do and how to do it and where to go. And I'm just here to tell you that just trust your gut, trust your knowing, and trust that the response that other people have to you telling your truth is only ever a reflection of the fact that on some level within themselves, they know that they're in a state of denial. They know that they are not being honest with themselves. They know that they are avoiding the work that is inevitable, that is inevitable. See, throat chakra. I'm speaking the truth, so my throat is clearing. They know that they are at a different level of understanding, and it is only ever a reflection to them when they see someone who is shining their light brightly and clearly with no apologies, no justification, no other intention other than just being a light of truth and of love. That makes a lot of people uncomfortable. I can't even tell you the responses that I have had. For the most part, it's all been positive, but there have been, I've been called a charlatan, I've been called a fraud, I've been called a phony, I've been called a demon. Someone told me that, I needed to repent because psychic gifts were psychic powers were a gift from the devil, and so I needed to, repent for my sins. I was like, girl, what the hell are you talking about, a gift from the devil? What I do is tap into universal love and consciousness and universal light. It has nothing to do with the devil. And if he did give me these gifts, as he did give me these abilities as a gift, then please send him my regards and tell me where I can send him a thank you card, because I wasn't aware that I had registered in the Great Cosmic Psychic Gift Registry for some gifts, but whatever. The point is that don't let the opinions and the responses and the reactions from another that are negative be a reason for you to stop or to doubt. It only ever has anything to do with the other person and where they are in their personal journey. And when you're struggling up that hill and you are huffing and puffing and you just feel like everything is a chore and everything is a burden and everything is just a pain in the ass and life sucks, and you see someone who's going up the path seemingly effortlessly, they're having fun, they're in love, they're in joy, they're in light, they are having the greatest time, and they seem to be making leaps and bounds because they are choosing to see it as a joy and as a privilege and as an honor to be in this life, and you have a very different opinion, that's going to suck. You're not going to be happy. You're going to ask, why aren't they struggling? Why aren't they in pain? Why aren't they frustrated? Why aren't they afraid? And so you're going to begin to project that insecurity and that fear and that resistance upon other people who don't seem to have had the same issues. And my point is that we all have our own shit to deal with. We all have our own row to hoe, so to speak. It's just that some of us have consciously begun to do the work to uncover the light of and the truth of who we are, and we are embracing that and living in it. And it's not that you can't do the same. It's just that when you're doing it and other people aren't, sometimes that's a difficult issue for them to deal with. So when you find resistance, when you find people, coming for you in a way that feels negative and you feel attacked, like, where the hell did this come from? Just trust that it's because you are moving towards the truth of who you are. You are moving towards the powerful alignment with your higher self and your gifts and your abilities and the reason that you came here to live on this planet. And just know that when someone, reacts in a very negative way, it just means that they need more love. It just means that they need more compassion and they need more understanding, because they're either just waking up to this truth and it's freaking their shit out and they don't know how to deal with it, or they're still really, really deep asleep and they don't want to be bothered. They don't want to wake up. And on a soul level, they know that they're going to have to wake up. It resonates with them on a level as the truth of who they are as well, and it freaks their shit out. Nobody likes change. Nobody likes growth and evolution when they first start it. Anything, I've said this before, anything that makes the ego uncomfortable is really good for the soul, but the ego is going to protest and it is going to distract and it is going to resist as long as it can to keep you asleep, to keep you afraid, and to keep you separate. So keep doing your thing. Don't let the haters get you down, and just trust that they need your love and attention just as much as anybody else does. And eventually they're going to have to come to terms with the truth of who they are, and they're going to have to do their work too. And at that point, they're probably going to be reaching out to you asking for help, and you will be able to compassionately and non-judgmentally and unconditionally say, yes, I'm here to help. How can I do it? That's it. I just wanted to share that message with you. I'm off to the gym, and then I really need to shave because I'm just a scruffy mess. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. One more thing I want to add before I close this video out. If someone's coming for you and someone's trolling you or bullying you or badgering you or attacking you or whatever, you don't have to engage that. I by no means want to send the impression that it's your job to convince anybody that what you do is true or real. It's not your job to make anyone comfortable with who you are and what you do. And it's certainly not your job to own all of the problems in the world. There's nothing spiritual about that. So when you feel like someone's coming for you, or when you see someone across the street and their only intention is to make you feel shitty about yourself so that they can make themselves feel better in comparison, just keep on going. Send them love and compassion. Pray that they find their own light. Send them the intention that they will someday find their own happiness and their own joy and their own truth, and keep on walking. My mom always used to say, when you wrestle with an asshole, you're only going to get covered in shit, and that is the best advice I have ever gotten. It still rings true to this day. So when you see someone across the street and you know that it's not a good idea for you to engage with them and you know that they're bad news, don't invite them over to your side of the street, and certainly don't walk over and engage them. Just trust that they are doing what they need to do, that they'll find their own way and their own path, and that eventually they'll get there. And your job is to do your thing, to stand in your truth, to stand in your light, and the people that you can help will naturally be drawn to you. But it's not your job to fix all the problems, and you don't have to put up with yahoos and knuckleheads. There's nothing enlightened about accepting the baggage and the burdens of other people. That's not your job. That's it. I love you. I can't wait to see what's next for you. It's going to be good, I promise. I'm finally going to the gym. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.